All right, just play. Where? All right. Thank you very much, DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move to the next speaker, permit me to recognize my very good friend and brother, who is one of the biggest creatives in the poetry industry. And of course, he'll be performing today. While I also get other names, I'll do justice to the recognitions. Please, can you help me celebrate my very good friend and brother, Raymond the Poet? A round of applause for him, please. Yeah. Raymond is the convener of Listing. It's a poetry concert that happens every August, every year. And this year's edition is holding on the 9th of August, I guess, at 3rd Avenue Event Center, Ajib GRA. Please, you can get a ticket for that event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, to receive with me our first speaker for today. And I'm sure you're wondering who this personality is. I dare say he's one of the biggest in the industry that he plays in. You should be clapping at this point. He needs no citation. He needs no portfolio because he is who he says and he thinks he is. So at this point, I need a standing and a clapping ovation as we bring on stage Mr. Charles Abia. Please put your hands together for Mr. Charles.
Please celebrate Mr. Charles Abia. You know, Abia State is the best state in Nigeria now. And so any man who bears Abia has no choice than to give you the best. Even the Bible recognizes the men from Abia. Please put your hands together for Mr. Charles Abia.
Thank you. Please be seated. Let me start by saying thank you to the organizers of this event. The TMYC event, the Millionaire Youth Conference event. It's good to see the number of young people that you've gathered and the great thing that you're doing. Conquest, doing a great job. Let's clap for him, please. Take your flowers. You and all your team members, you're doing something wonderful. My only concern is that with the way the Naira is now, except if you're talking dollar, Millionaire is no longer a big deal. So maybe you may have to rechristen it, the Billionaire Youth Conference. What do you think? TBYC. What do you think? What do you all think? Right, better name. Or you want to start from million? Okay, so that's fine. But you're doing a great job, and sitting down there, the very first thing that was going through my mind is how much would have gone into organizing the sound system, the stage. This is beautiful, and I love to see something like this. You've done well. And that's just by the way, but I'll tell you, my company will support you. Yes. We'll support you because these are the kind of things that we should be supporting. The level of organization, the discipline, the excellence, and what you've created is quite impressive. Okay? So please keep it up. This is your second edition. I believe there'll be a third, there'll be a fourth, a fifth, and just like that, right? Okay. So, but right away, I'll give you $1 million so that it will support what you're doing. I'm sorry, I'm used to having platforms where I can place my notes. I always speak with notes, but not to worry. If it is not easy for you, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, I have just 30 minutes to share a few thoughts with you, and I'll do that very quickly. My name is Charles Abia, and I'm not from Abia State. So when you hear Charles Abia, the very first thing to think is that, oh, he's from Abia State, so he reps the state. Abia State is a very wonderful state, but I'm not from that state, by the way. My name is Charles Abia Ngoro. It's actually a longer name, but it was shortened by the Britons in the early 40s, 1942, I think, when my grandfather, who lived in Port Harcourt those days, for the sake of payroll, they couldn't pronounce his name, so they just shortened it to Abia. So it was a lot easier for them. Okay, so, but I'm from Imo State, not like it does matter, but just for the purpose of introduction. I am the chairman of the Solar World Group. The Solar World Group is a group of companies, an umbrella name for 3 companies. First of all, the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, and then the second one is the Green Cluster Solar Limited, and then we have the newest company now that focuses on green vehicles, electric vehicles, and electric vehicle charging, EV stations and all of that. That's the 5 Points Electrics Limited. So these are the 3 companies that make up the Solar World Group, and I am the chairman of the Solar World Group. Thank you. I just turned 42 a few days ago. I am happily married, though you won't see a ring on me. I have 5 children. My first child is big. He is 17. He's in the university like the rest, like all of you, like most of you here. He's in the university. He's just finished his first year at Nottingham Trent University in England. So you can see, it looks like I started life a bit earlier than usual, right? Okay. As the chairman of the Solar World Group, it's something I'm usually very proud to say I am the chairman of the Solar World Group, because the Solar World Group has grown very big. Started very little, by the way, here in Port Harcourt, which is something wonderful. Solar World started in Port Harcourt in 2020, February 17th, 2020. Just about 6 years ago, we started the Solar World Group here in Port Harcourt on Sani Abacha Road, and it has grown to become the Solar World Group now. Of course, now very big, with 21 branches across Nigeria. Yes. In Abuja, we have 11 branches. In Port Harcourt here, we have 5 branches. In Lagos, we have 4 branches. So everything is 21 expressions that we have today. And last year, we did turnover of 7,565 million. And this year, we are projecting a turnover. Don't rob me, okay? I'm giving you a background, okay? So this year, we are projecting a turnover of over 12 billion. Already, we've done about nearly 6 billion in turnover from January to date. Now, you don't want to clap again. You're right. Now, I said all of that to just give a bit of an introduction, just to explain to you why that I think I am qualified to speak on the subject I'm talking about this morning. And that's the focuses on from ideas to impact, from just having a vision to bringing it to reality. As a young person, how do you go from not having much to having so much? And I've lived this reality, and it's wonderful to me, because now there are a lot of things I consider dreams or visions or plans, and right now they've been brought to reality. And I'll tell you just a few things in the next few minutes about how you can actually make your dreams a reality. So the first thing is that you must dream. You must have dreams. Here in Port Harcourt, 6 years ago, we had a little dream to build a solar company. And today we are talking about 12 billion naira in turnover. As at the time we checked a few days ago, we have 213 staff across the country. And our salary overhead every month is nearly 50 million, now about 49.3 million. That's what naira, that's what we pay every month. And we have our latest arrangement, which is going to the United Kingdom to plant a branch. It's fully activated, and by August 8, 2027, we will be live in London, having our first branch of the Solar World Group in London. And if you know what that means for a boy who grew up on the streets in Enugu, you know, born to parents who were civil servants. My father was a civil servant. My mom was a secondary school teacher who rose to become a vice principal. That was the highest that she went with her career before the two of them passed. And they passed many years ago. It's actually a long road I've traveled. And I'll tell you what has helped me to travel that road. Number one thing I will tell you is that first of all, you have to have a dream. You must be able to have a dream. You must make a dream of where you want to be, where you want to get to. And you have to be a learner. You have to learn. You have to commit yourself to learning. And in learning, you have to learn from everything, learn from everyone. So the mistake that we make is that usually we think that we only learn from positives. We learn from people who have succeeded. We learn from people who have done well. But I can tell you, it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't learn from people who have done well only. You should also learn from people who have not done well. Learn from people who have not succeeded. Learn from people who have failed. A couple of weeks ago, I went with my personal assistant in Abuja. I live in Abuja, by the way. We went to a particular mall in Abuja, and I saw a man who was a security man, or who is a security man in that plaza. He wore the security uniform, and you can see that this man is really, really old. He should be in his 70s. And I was wondering, and I was telling her, right, this man is this old, and he is doing this job. Maybe collecting peanuts for that job as a security man. But there's a lot to learn from that man as a young person. And that's what I want to tell you this morning. Don't just learn from people who have succeeded. Learn from people who have failed really, really bad. So it's good to get to that kind of man and you ask him, how did you blow it all? What happened to you? At your age, you're doing this kind of job. You have to stand for hours as a security man. Now, I'm not mocking him, okay? I'm not mocking him. I'm just saying that you can learn a lot from him so that you learn how not to do life. When you meet successful people, you learn from them how to do life. And when you meet people who have not succeeded with life, or who have not done well with life, you learn from them how not to do life. Did you understand that? Okay, I'll ask you so that you repeat. When you meet successful people, what do you learn from them? I didn't hear you. How to do life. And when you meet unsuccessful people who have failed, particularly with their lives, what do you learn from them? How not to do life. So I said that it was very good, or it would have been very good to meet that man. Sit him down, maybe buy him lunch, maybe buy him breakfast, maybe buy him dinner and ask him, tell me how you spent your youth. Tell me how you spent your life. Why did you end up at this age, at your age? What of your children? What of your biological children? What of the people that have passed through you at some point? You are over 70 and you have a job that can barely pay you the minimum wage. How did you get to this level? What happened? So you don't just learn from people who have succeeded. Don't just learn from people who have succeeded or who have done well with their lives. You learn from everybody. Every single person you meet, there is something you can learn from them. Is that clear? There's something you can learn from them. From the person who has done well, you can actually ask the person, what did you do differently? At what point did life change for you? What did you do? What steps did you take? And when you see the person who has not done well, you also ask them, what did you do? What steps did you take? What steps didn't you take? Now, in the line of business that I'm doing, I want to give you a simple example, just to explain to you how things work. I met a man several years ago who told me that he was very successful, he was very rich, maybe not very rich, but he was averagely successful. And this was in Lagos, in my 12 market. He had an electronics shop that was doing very well. And according to him, he kept some money in the electronics shop. He locked his shop. He had a lot of things in that shop, a lot of electronics, television, fridge, a lot of electronics set. And he left and went back home. And in the middle of the night, there was a fire. This was 1997, deadline, 1997. There was a fire that occurred in that market, and it burned everything in that shop, including the money that he kept. Not just his shop, but all of the other shops around. So he was not the only one that got affected. That affected his shop and the shops of everybody around there. And he had to start life from the beginning. And in his own case, unfortunately, he never recovered. He never got back to the level of success he had before that fire. Now, what do you learn from that? I want to see someone that will tell me what you learned from that. I want to give out some money. Let me see. Yes. Come, quickly. Give her a microphone. Come quickly. What do you learn? The guy failed because his shop got burnt. Let me see. Run. You're a student, right? Run. What did you learn from it?
Don't put all your hopes in one basket.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Run back as faster than you came. Run back. Any other person? So she said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The man wasn't selling egg. He sold what? Electronics, not eggs, okay? Any other person? Okay, there's somebody at the back there. Run. Very fast. I'll give out 50,000 to the person that will get it. Let me see who is serious. You get 50,000 naira richer now. Quickly. Run fast, and I hope you're not selling eggs. Okay, tell us. What do you learn? Okay, no, come to my mic. Yes. What do you learn from that man?
The man couldn't recover because time was of essence.
Time was of essence. Run back faster than you came. Just 2 more persons. I want to give out this money. Quickly. So you learn from success, you learn from failure. What do you learn from that guy?
It doesn't matter what happens. Always try to get back to your feet.
It doesn't matter what happens. Always try to get back. Run fast.
What I learned is that you should always have a saving for contingents.
Have savings for contingencies. Run fast. Last person.
Okay. What I actually learned is that he didn't learn something new.
Okay, run faster. You should run faster than all of them. Now, there's something called insurance. Have you heard it before? Have you heard of the word insurance? What does insurance do? So there's something called fire and burglary insurance. What it means is that if you set up your shop and everything in that shop caught fire, the insurance company will pay you the insured amount less a certain maybe 10%. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I learned from that man, Conquest, was very simple. Go ahead and make sure all our shops have what? Insurance. So even if I'm sleeping and I hear that there is a fire in any of our shops, I shouldn't bother myself much. Will I bother myself much? Because there is what? Insurance on all the products, every single thing there, whether it is cash, anything there. Now some of you don't know, every bank you're seeing is insured. All the money in the vault is insured. If an armed robber gets in there and takes all the money in the vault, the insurance company will take care of it. Provided it's not over the limit, the insurance limit. Now, that's what I'm saying. You don't learn from only the good, you learn also from the negatives. From that man, I learned a very simple thing. The fire can come at any time. You don't control some of those things because you have other people around there and these things can happen. So what you do is that you ensure that you're learning from every single story, every single person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if somebody was driving and he was drunk and he had accident and got badly injured, what do you learn from that person? What do you learn from the person? Don't drink and drive. So there is always something to learn. Now, I'm a Bible student. I've read the Bible several times, up to 4 times, not less than that. And I will show you something in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. By the way, I've advised people always have the Bible app in your phone. Because the Bible is the book of wisdom, greatest book of wisdom ever written, in my opinion. In Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, it says, go to the ant and learn. Go to the ant. Now imagine something as inconsequential as the ant. What should we learn from the ant? It's just an ant. But the Bible is saying, go to the ant and what? Learn. Because there is something to learn from every single thing, every single person. Some of you here will have something to learn from your parents. It may not be very positive. And that is not to mock them. Don't mock them. But you may learn from your father how not to be a father. You may learn from your father also how to be a father. You may learn from your mother how not to be a mother. And you may also learn from your mother how to be what? A mother. What I'm saying is that be a student. Be a student of life and learn every single thing possible. If you see somebody who has messed up their lives, you need to listen to their story so that you understand what they did wrongly, the mistakes they made, so that you avoid those mistakes in your own journey. And if you see somebody who has done very, very, very well, you need to get to that person so you can listen very well and hear what they did that made them very successful, so that you can repeat those things and it will make you successful also. Now, there's another concept I will share with you, and that is on planning. So in talking about being able to realize your dreams, the first thing is have your dream. Have a dream. The second thing is make sure you are a student of life. Learn from the positives, learn from the negatives. And the third thing is planning. You've got to really, really plan. Before I end, I'll share a few things about our story at the Solar World Group. But listen, you've got to be someone that plans really, really well. The adage says that if you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. Nobody ever woke up and decided to be a failure. Nobody ever did. People really, really want to succeed. People want to make their lives great. But the truth is this: you've got to plan. You've got to plan your life. You've got to program your life. But when you have failed to plan, you have, without knowing it, you have planned to what? To fail. So what happens is that you see an individual, he just moves through the motions. You are in school and you've not planned what you're going to do after school. By now, if you're in second year particularly, maybe not first year, but from your second year to your third year, you should actually know exactly what you plan to do. If you're going into a business, you should plan what that business will do. What are you going to do? What sort of products are you going to offer? Right? What sort of products are you going to sell? And what sort of services are you going to sell? And what is the plan for that business? You must have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to struggle through it. And at the end of the day, you find that these things are not just going to work, because you need a plan. I'll tell you something about the Solar World Group. When we started, one of the things I saw in the industry was that everybody was running towards importation. And I saw that it didn't make sense. You tie down $100,000 in goods, and you are importing a product, and it stays 4 months. $100,000 now, current exchange rate is about 140 million. And you wait 4 months, and this money is tied down. And by the time this thing comes in, prices might have crashed in the markets. And you're making very little margins. And with all the risk of clearing, all of the risk and everything, you warehouse, it wasn't attractive to me. So what we did with our planning was to say, we are not going to start with importation. We are not going to import. Till today, we are not importing directly. We said we are not going to import. We are going to allow other people import, and we are not going to sell to people who resell. We sell only to end users. So the solar world does not sell inverters or solar systems or batteries to you to go and resell to another person. We sell only to end users. And another thing we considered was the fact that in the end user market, you make a lot more money. Because if you run a fish pond, for instance, the guys that come to you to buy fish and go and cook it and prepare it make a lot more money than you that is doing the fish pond. Right now, I'm not saying you shouldn't run a fish pond if you want to. I am just saying that it's about planning. Don't just do anything because somebody else is doing it. You have to sit down, plan it properly, and check where the money is. So we went fully in the end user market, and we've stayed in the end user market for the past 6 years, and we've made quite some good money in the end user market, because when you finish importing, we offtake and we sell and make a lot of margins. And with that, we're able to do so much. But ensure that if you are starting a business, you must plan it from the beginning to the end. Don't do something because somebody else is doing it. Somebody else is getting into tech, you rush into it. Somebody is getting into that business, you rush into it. You must sit down and plan. And where you are not clear, please ask questions. And remember what I said, you will need to learn from everyone. I'll go over them again. Number one, have a dream. Number two, learn. Learn from everything and from everyone possible. And number three, make sure you are planning. Plan everything. Plan your life very well and ensure that you're living your life based on design and not based on impulses or emotions or however you feel about anything. I thank you so much for your time. Is my time up? I'm so sorry. Sorry, she just told me that I have 10 minutes so I can tell you some other things, right? Can I go ahead? Okay, so like we said, first of all, it starts with a dream. You make sure you have a dream of what you want to achieve. Then number two, you make sure that you're learning from every single thing. Every single experience possible. Learn from it. I learned something wonderful from the insurance thing, from the guy whose shop got burnt. And you see, something happened to us sometime last year, about September, August last year. We bought a brand new Tundra, Toyota Tundra. And just brand new, we were celebrating, we loved it. I mean, it was quite big and it suited our operations very well. And just about 1 month driving it, I was called one day that the vehicle just had an accident and somersaulted several times. What I was concerned about was our staff, whether they were fine. Are they okay? Are they fine? And I was told that they are all fine except one of the guys who hit his chest on something and then had a bit of a swelling there. But we took him to the hospital and he was fine. But let me tell you why I was not bothered. I was not bothered because that vehicle was comprehensively insured. Now, I'm not teaching you insurance particularly, but I'm just saying that I learned that from experiences of other people. Now, 3 weeks later, after that accident, that vehicle, the insurance company, paid us the whole amount we used, except just, well, they took about 10%. They paid us the whole amount that we used in buying that vehicle, and also paid us for the pole. There were government poles, street light poles, that when the vehicle was somersaulting, that it had hit. So they paid us the money that we used in fixing those government street light poles on the road in Abuja, and also paid us the total amount of the vehicle that we bought the vehicle less 10%, and we were able to replace the vehicles. But I learned that from the experience of other people. Learn from the mistakes of other people. Don't watch people make mistakes and you go into that same mistake. The Bible says that a prudent man foreseeth evil and hides himself. What it means is that you see what other people have done wrongly and you begin to prevent it early enough. For instance, still on insurance. All our staff, 213 of them, are covered with insurance. We call it HMO. So medical insurance. So what it means is that if anybody is sick, anybody is going to deliver, anybody has any medical emergency, we have hospital arrangements that will take care of all of those things. If there has been an accident, we have group life insurance that takes care of all of those things. But my point is that we learn this from the mistakes of other people. In our procurement, we've learned from the mistakes of other people. And let me say something. It's not only mistakes you learn from. You also learn from the successes of other people. Couple of days ago, I watched Aliko Dangote, who I will tell you is my role model. I watched Aliko Dangote share experience. And he was saying that you can check. Their Papa Wharf is 185 square meters. Sorry, 185 hectares. I'm sorry. 185 hectares, their Papa Wharf. All of our Papa Wharf. And that is like the biggest that we have in Nigeria today. Now, Aliko Dangote has secured 1,850 hectares of land to build the largest seaport in Africa. Secured that in Ogun State. To build the largest seaport in Africa. And I'm learning. This man is almost 70 and he's still pushing. So I'm learning from people who have also succeeded. This man is almost 70 and he is pushing. He is fighting hard. Some Nigerians will tell you, oh, Dangote is because the government is favoring him. That's not correct. The government may have been favoring him, but the truth is that even without the government favoring this man, he works very, very hard. And he doesn't have an arrival mentality. He has not taken any chieftaincy title. He is still working very, very hard. I watched another interview a few days ago where some American guy who interviews billionaires was asking him, how much are you worth? And the man said he's not very sure, that in the first quarter of this year, they did $10 billion in revenue, and that some people say he's worth $30 billion, but he's worth about $38 billion, and a lot of his companies are not yet listed. And this man is still pushing. This man is still working hard. But you see one little boy, one Chukwode boy, who just made his first 10 million. He's already an Odogu. And he has like 3 girls following him around. And that's why they don't go far. So when you learn from successful people, you also learn from unsuccessful people. And you ensure that you plan to the end. One more thing. Part of your planning should be to have a mentor. Don't just have a role model, have a mentor. Have someone that you talk to that guides you. Someone that has been where you want to go. So you are still here, but that individual, you want to go there. That individual has already been there and seen everything about that place. You also need to have a mentor. Have a role model, but by all means, please have a mentor. Someone that is like an authority figure in your life that you can go and submit to, and the person will tell you what to do. I'll end by telling you this. Success is not spiritual. There is a spiritual dimension to life, I agree, but success is not spiritual. It is as you make your bed that you lie on it. We are the architects of our own destiny. We are the architects of our own destiny. The Bible is clear. It's very, very clear. It says, be not deceived. God cannot be mocked. Not even with your prayers. It says, for whatsoever a man sows, that will he also reap. If you sow the seeds of success, if you dream, if you learn, if you plan, you will be successful. It doesn't matter whether you have several village people fighting you, people trying to stop you, it does not matter. It is very clear. Proverbs 22 verse 29, seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings, and he will not stand before mean men. I wish you all the very best, and I hope that you succeed. I want to see you at the top. I want you to do very well. And listen, I want today to be a defining moment in your life. I want to meet you in the next 5 years, and then you say, oh, you spoke to us at the Convocation Arena in the University of Science and Technology in Port Harcourt, and I heard your words those days, or that day, and I decided to make something out of it, and look how successful I've become. That is what I want to see, and that is what I wish you, and I celebrate you. I want to celebrate you. All the very best. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please a round of applause for Mr. Charles Abia. Thank you very, very much. What a powerful section that was. And he ended by telling you that success is not spiritual. It is a product of your hard work and the seeds that you sow. And he went on to say that as you make your bed, so you lie on it. If you make your bed in Iwafe, you will lie on. All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, while Mr. Charles Abia was speaking, we had one of the A-list Afro gospel music producer, sensational superstar. You know, I was telling people that sometimes when you read the gospel according to the book of Brother Nwachukwu, you will hear things like anything that is not of God in your life should what? So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please can we celebrate the presence of the one and only Prince Emmanuel. Good to see you. Good to see you. Prince Emmanuel, you are looking so young and fresh. Are you 21 years? All right, thank you very, very much. Very quickly, before we move into the next segment, I've been asked to announce, please, if you are the owner of this Kia Soreto Red with GBB 381AE, please go and repark. You are blocking the exams and record from uploading their results. All right, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, we have a sensational musical art performance. This guy is good at what he does. We just take just short musical break and then we get back to the next speakers. This guy is super good at what he does. When you see people who are creative, you know that creative people always have great concepts. And to give you one of the greatest concepts tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only Mr. Concept.
Thank you very much. Thank you. First of all, I want to return back the glory to God Almighty for making today a success, and also want to thank my friend, a brother, Conquex, Thank you for putting this together. And please stand on your feet and celebrate Conquest and his team. Please stand on your feet and celebrate him. It's not easy. Celebrate him, please. Celebrate him. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, I was preparing for this day. I wanted to do the entertaining part of this event, just to come entertain you guys. But at the long run, you know, I would say the next thing, but it changed the purpose part of the craft, not just the entertaining part of the craft. And I want you to pay attention, because this is for each and every one of us here, because we are all co-creators. What it means to be fully human is to strive to live by ideas and ideals, and not to measure your life by what you've attained in terms of your desire, but those small moments of integrity, compassion, rationality, and even self-sacrifice. Because in the end, the only way we can measure the significance of our lives is by valuing the life of others. Value. Please remember this keyword, value. We are all kings, queens, created for different reasons and purpose. But what's the reason why you're in existence? What's the purpose that the universe have brought you to existence this day, this time, and this century? Purpose, value, purpose. This is a cool reminder. This is just a gentle reminder that millions and thousands of people are waiting for your light to guide them. Millions out there are waiting for your light to guide them. There's something that the universe has put inside of you that the nations of the world are waiting to see, to hear, to become. Something that the universe has put inside of you that needs to come to existence only through you. When we talk about purpose, everything we need as a being is tied down in our purpose. The car, the house, the beautiful wife, the international connections, the private jets, the yacht, everything is tied down in your purpose. We talk about value. The time has passed when we are begging you for our value, for your value, because your value is also my value. The time has passed when we are trying to ask you to give us your value. Now we are demanding the value from you. Give me my value. Because through your value, I will see the other side of me that I can see, only you can bring to existence. Because there's something inside of you that the world needs to experience. There's something inside of you that the nations need to hear. There's a product you need to bring to existence. It's no more time to beg. It's time to come alive. Thousands of people will be unemployed. Millions will be homeless if you fail purpose. Thousands will be unemployed. Millions will be homeless if you fail to bring your value to your existence. Value. There's a sleeping giant inside of you that the world needs to see. Only you know how to trigger it. The key is inside of you, but you need to look inward. Because all you need to become you has already been given. But if you only can look inward, millions are waiting for it to emerge. They don't know. Unconsciously, they are waiting for you, for that product, for that app, for that book, for that thing you need to bring to existence. Please give me my value. Don't to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, please give me my value. Be intentional about this. Don't to your neighbor, tell your neighbor, please give me my value. You are here on earth for a reason. The way you are, tall, slim, fat, fair, God created you for a particular purpose and a reason. The nations of the world are waiting for you to emerge. Thousands are waiting for you to become you. But you need to look inward. And I'm here to remind you that your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, uncle, cousins, every person that around you, they're all caretakers. You're the only CEO of your life. And if you fail because you want to fail. And if you succeed, you succeed because you want to succeed. Life is calling on you. No other person can do it except you. That's why it's planted inside your DNA. No other person can bring it. And we want to experience it in this era. Because if you die now, we're waiting for another 100 years for your type to come to existence, and we cannot wait for it. Please come alive. Give us your value. Give me my value. We are all synergized to become the better version of ourselves. If only you can see it, you can become it. The mind is the engine room that governs your body. What you're thinking, you're becoming. What you imagine, you're creating. What you conceive in your heart, you bet it. And if you bet it, you bear it, good or bad. But I promise you today that all you need to become you has already been given. Just look inward. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, give me your value. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, give me your value.
Give me your value.
In weakest voice, give me, give me, give me, give me.
Give me.
But if you go to bar gates and they say you should give them your value, my brother, run. All right, please a round of applause for Concept. That was amazing. Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, permit me to recognize my very good brother and friend. He is the CEO Excellence Academy. Please a round of applause for the one and only
Jonah Emmanuel.
Jonah Emmanuel. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the arrival of the Bishop. Pastor Blessing Isijola is in the building. Please a round of applause for him.
Celebrate Pastor Blessing Isijola, the convener of the IBGO Mentorship Network. Please put your hands together for Pastor Blessing Isijola.
A chartered accountant and an author, a father, a mentor. He's everything. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much. He's a man who holds the success codes. Thank you. Receive very warmly. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, very soon we'll be having Prophet Emmanuel speak to us, but in the next few seconds, please, I want to welcome the convener of the Millionaire Youth Conference to present an award to one of our speakers, and thereafter we will get the next man.
Please put your hands together for the convener as he comes up to present an award to one of our speakers.
Thank you very much. I believe we learned more than we expected to learn from the previous session, and you would agree with me that this honor is very well deserved. I know you did not expect as much as you got. Please put your hands together once again for Mr. Charles Abia. If you're sure you learned something, put your hands together for him. And if you do not mind, sir, I would love to have you upstage, please. Keep
Please,
clapping.
can we receive the awardee? The millionaire that makes other men millionaires. Thank you very much.
So there's a chance that next year will be TBYC. What do you think? So this is from TMYC and Sequest IT Hub, the key sponsors of this event. An award of excellence presented to Charles Abia in recognition of your outstanding contribution towards youth development, empowerment, and the advancement of opportunities for young people. Your commitment to creating impact is truly appreciated. So you may not know, but I think I have been your mentee through your Instagram for quite a while. And 60% of what I do with my staff in my business, I learned from you because I see that you're doing excellently and it works for me. Amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Celebrate greatness now.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So in a few seconds, you can receive the award, and if you are led to add to what you already gave, you can. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Conquest, and the Millionaire Youth Conference. I've enjoyed myself the past 1 hour or so that we've been here, and thank you for what you do, and keep doing great. And thank you for the award. I will always show up anytime you call me, okay? So it's fine.
With another million.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles Abia.
Thank you very much,
Please
Mr. Charles
celebrate the
Abia.
awardee.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
All right,
much,
ladies
sir.
and gentlemen, the next speaker for this afternoon is a seasoned musician. But before he comes up, please, I want to take 3 minutes for your time because you're a musician. I'd like to welcome a music sensational art from River State University. I want Prince Emmanuel to see him perform, and then Prince can come speak. Prince, please, borrow us in the next 3 minutes. River State University is an honor to call forth one of your greatest music arts from the department of the Faculty of Medical Laboratory. This guy is super good. Please welcome the one and only Megastar. Very fast.
Sabes que yo no me por otro aprender esto para Said he think he te amo. Said he think me amo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't wanna lose you. Tell me how to find you. Ooh, why oh man. You the tickle my fantasy, bring up my melody, go man. I did wish that you gon' be mine, mine. So is this love that I'm counting on, yeah, counting on. So is this love that I'm counting on, counting on.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Megastar, Megastar with 3 R's. And if you're a champion, I want you to see your hands up in the air. Come on.
I'm a king, I'm the best my generation ever seen. I came suddenly, I be like Nepa Bill. I never cease, I never miss. I've been killing, I've been smashing everything. From Rumokoro roundabout to my dream, to the many places that I've never been. Remember this, I'm a king, I'm a legend in the making, I'm a champion. Oh, yeah, I'm a legend, I'm a champion. Remember this, I'm a king, I'm a legend in the making, I'm a champion. I'm a legend, I'm a champion. Remember this, I'm a king, I'm a legend in the making, I put my hammer on, show you how strong I am. Yeah. I put my hammer on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable, I'm a Porsche with no brakes, I'm invisible. Yeah, I win every single game, I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play, I'm so confident, I'm unstoppable today. Come on. I'm unstoppable today. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I'm unstoppable. My name is Megastar, Megastar with 3 R's, and there's something I usually do here. I want you to sing something for me. I usually do this in all my performances. So you're going to sing my name after me. Say Megastar. I'll do that 2 more times. Say Megastar. One more time. Say Megastar. Thank you so much.
Please, a round of applause.
A round of applause for him. Please, if you're a student of this university, ensure you follow him on all socials. Megastar. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together again if you enjoyed that lovely performance. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, at this point, we want to welcome a man who has traveled far and wide, from being a music producer all the way from the streets of Port Harcourt, Borokiri, down to anywhere, to the ends of the earth. This man has distinguished himself to be one of the top A-list music artists. He's a super amazing producer of Afro gospel, any music at all. Port Harcourt City,
ladies and gentlemen,
speaking
the very first time at the Millionaire Youth Conference. Please help me welcome the LLL Krula, the one, the only, brother Wanchuku, Prince
I call my brother for phone.
Wow. How would I do now? Abi, because everybody they speak English, as I speak pidgin, it's like say I know serious, Abi. Eh? I say how would I do? Correct. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. May I show when I say I go school too? First of all, I want to appreciate the convener of this very beautiful event. Please help me celebrate Conquest. Thank you so much for having me. It is such an honor. It is such an honor. And my pastor, Pastor Blessing, thank you so much. Well done, sir. Welcome. And to the leadership of the Millionaire Youth Conference, thank you. And to you that showed up here, please can you celebrate yourselves this afternoon? Correct. As you know, I always start by saying, "Elelele." Okay, my people, they decide. You are active. You are active. When I did decide, elelele. Okay. It's always weird whenever I hold the mic and I do not have to sing. I say, I want Chris like this guy. Anyways, Conquest reached out to me and he said I should come say a few things about the new normal. If you have a pen, please write it down. For those of us that are builders or people that would eventually pioneer anything, I think this particular topic is very important. Very, is something you should pay attention to. So I'm talking on the new normal. And the subtopic is when the world has no category for you. Now, have you ever felt like you are doing something, but you can't really find where you fit in? Do we have anybody like that? Okay, there are a few builders here. Now, my strength is music, and I'm sure a lot more people would come out here to talk about other, sphere of influences and other industries and what have you. So my strength is music. So are you going to permit me to use musical examples? Do we have musicians here? Correct. So you're going to permit me. So some of the examples I will cite this afternoon will be around music and entertainment and whatnot. So please, you have to pardon me for those people that, but understand that the principles are the same. They work across industries. Do you understand that? Do you get that? The principles are the same. I may be speaking in musical terms and languages. However, you can apply those principles across other industries as it were. So, my early days doing music, or rather when I wanted to venture into making music, the first question, before I even ventured into making music, they said, find your industry. Okay, I found the industry. It's music. I want to get into that industry and make something out of it and share my gift to the rest of the world and expect that they accept this thing that I have. So I said, oh yeah, make we put head. We put head.
And the next thing they said was, find your genre. Eh? Okay, no wahala. We found the genre. And the next thing they said, find your niche. You find. And then they say, oh, that you have to find your brand identity so that anytime you come out, everybody will know that this is the person that you are and whatnot. We did. But then I discovered that I wasn't fitting into the existing boxes. Yeah? So what happens when what you carry does not fit into any existing lane, any lane that, any category that has been there already, any existing boxes? What if what you carry is bigger than the boxes that we have, the existing boxes that we have? Should I tell you the answer to that? Create your own category. Please write it down, it's very important. Create your own category. I wrote down a few things. I don't know if I should even look at them or let's just get talking and I'll just share some of my experiences, share a few stories with you, and then we move on from there. Is that okay? Is that okay? Correct. You must understand that the world only recognizes what they have seen before. So if you are coming into the space with something new, they will ask you, so what exactly do you do? So this music now, where we go, have you done anything? And then someone asks you, where we want put this thing now, where you carry come? Eh? Have you done anything like that? Correct. You must understand that there's some sort of resistance when you are coming into a system with something new. So look at things, you have to look at things differently. You have to see what others don't see. Take for instance, Uber. I think Uber was the first taxi hailing service. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right? Now, when Uber came, some of the questions they asked were, they didn't try to add extra finesse to the existing taxi business. They didn't ask, how are we going to have more taxi? How do we get more sales? How do we have more people use our taxi? How do we do that? How do we do this? How do we do this? What did they do? They redefined what public transport was going to be. Do you understand where I'm going to now? Now, it is taxi business. So if you're coming into the music industry, it's music. However, you can create your own category inside that music. Before, it used to be jazz, hip-hop, R&B, what have you and what have you. But now, you will hear someone that does music and the person is telling you that I am an Afro R&B soul artist. Have you heard that before? They are adding 9 categories together. It's allowed. Amen? Amen? It's like, if I don't get to that. Amen? Correct. It's allowed. Do you know that there was nothing like Afro gospel on Spotify? Do you remember that? There was nothing like Afro gospel on Apple Music. There was nothing like that. There was no genre such as Afro gospel. But you see, I know a lot of people don't know the kind of music I do. I've been doing it since 2013. Are you aware? Are you aware? What you see today, I've been doing it since 2013. The same thing. Now, I will share my journey with you so that you understand that when you come into a space with something new, you are going to get a lot of resistance, and it's okay. It's okay. A few things to jot down, a few things to note. It's number one, see what others do not see. See what others do not see. So, I said, if I want to do music, this was the time when it was soft rock that was really the in thing at that time, you know, in the music, in the gospel music industry, as it were. So, imagine coming into that system with something very alien. You want to start rapping, you want to start singing in a particular way, and people were asking me, so where do we categorize this your own gospel song? Is it that you are trying to, what should we call you now? It was really difficult for me. But then I saw something. I saw that in the nearest future, in the coming days, this thing would change how people perceive gospel music. I saw it. A lot of people were not seeing it. And then when I was trying to explain to people that, look, very soon, this thing that you are saying like this is going to work. So if you are seeing what others don't see, please don't think you are mad. Because the moment your vision can be easily understood, the moment your vision is easily understood, it is not revolutionary enough. Should I say it again? The moment you can explain your vision to someone and they just easily understand your vision, that vision may not change a lot of things in the coming days. It may not have sufficient capacity to push through trying times. It may not have sufficient strength when everything is against it. Do you understand what I mean? Are you with me? The next one is embrace being misunderstood. Embrace being misunderstood. So there's this story I share almost every time I get to talk about this particular thing. A few years ago, in my early days doing music, we had gone to a particular church, and it was a youth conference, and that was the last day. I think it was the concert, yes, the grand finale concert of that conference. Youth conference, everybody, we were all pumped and excited, and then I was invited to come and sing. I got to the venue, amazing, everybody, they jumped, they happy. I saw a lot of young people. I knew that if I went off stage and I shared this particular thing that I had, it was going to cause an uproar everywhere. Good. Guess what? That was exactly what happened. I went off stage, I did the song, I taught them the song, and everybody was jumping. We had a lot of young people. It was so exciting. It was so, people were just happy and all of that. It was good. And I went back. So I came up before the man of God, before the pastor of the church was going to come up and preach. So I went back to my seat and sat down. Now, guess what his opening line to his message was? Rap music and this kind of music is the devil's music. That was his opening line. That was the first thing he said. And guess what? I was sitting there. In my mind, I was like, this guy no go just allow me come out first before they wash me. I had two things going through my mind: stand up and walk out. Guess what? He started his message and he was using me to preach. How that the young people there should not allow bad influence. That's a walking, a mobile, terrible influence to the young people. What did I do, you, sir? I beg now. I was seated. Two things crossed my mind. The first one was, stand up, walk out of this place, and don't do music again. Or don't do this kind of music again. Or go back and pick what everybody will accept and do. Then the second thing was, sit down there and get a first-hand experience of the resistance that you will eventually face in the coming days for bringing something that is seemingly unconventional to the system. Do you understand? And then I sat down. Now, people ask me every time, how were you able to stay true even when people did not accept this kind of music that you were doing and all of that at the, in the early days and whatnot? How were you able to stay through? And I tell them this: if I can sit down when somebody is using me as a bad example to everybody seated there, imagine what happens when you are typing online and I'm not there. Do you understand? So if I can sit down in front of first-hand criticism, it means that when you are now typing online and I'm not seeing you, that thing you are typing, that's your business right now. Do you understand? I will keep doing what I am doing, and I will make sure I show up every single day. So embrace what? Embrace what? Being misunderstood. The next one is develop uncommon competence. Develop uncommon competence. You want us to buy into your vision, but you are just joking with that your thing. How do you expect us to buy into it? Do you get what I mean? You are not doing it with a lot of diligence. You do not show up. If you carry it on your head, I will see that you're carrying it on your head. And then if you tell me to help you carry it on my head, it's easy for me to also carry it on my head, because I saw you carry it on your head. And I saw that you didn't just come out today to carry it on your head. You have been carrying it on your head every day. Take for instance, you people that do music, you release a song and you post the flyer. Then you post out now. You come and tell us that, oh, I've released new music, out now. And you expect us to now hear, to just stand up, and because you said your music is out now, we should go and listen to it. Do you know the number of people? Do you know see, on Spotify they release 4,000 music in Nigeria every Friday. Do you know how many music your music is competing with for me to stand up and just go and listen to your own? Do you understand what I mean? I mean what you have, what you are bringing. So many people are doing so many other things, and they are fighting for that same attention that you are fighting for. So what do? When you release a music, you show up every day. Whenever I put out a new music, have you people seen when I'm like showing up in, trying to show that I put out a new music? Have you seen it before? Let me explain what I do, just for the benefit of those people that do music as well. Before I release that music, I create 30 to 45 content. I'm talking before the music comes out. And then I make 14 extra content that I will post 2 weeks before the release of the music. 2 weeks, I am posting every single day. Even if I have 200 views, even if I have 1,000 views, I post every single day, pending when the music comes out. The music comes out eventually, maybe on a Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whichever day. This music comes out, and then I have 30 to 45 contents to put out for the rest of the month. So if I release new music, just be ready, because I will be in your faces in the morning, I will be in your faces in the afternoon, I'll be in your faces in the evening. I will post and post and post the same thing until you get tired of me. So you drop music and you will not post it. You will not show up. You will not make video. You will not share it for us to see. You will not do anything, and you expect that people will come and listen. Anybody that comes and tells you that, how did you do it, that this music is doing this way? Now, just like the other speaker said, I do not remove the spiritual aspect of things. But you see, just like Pastor Blessing, success has codes. It has codes. If you do the same thing, you will master that thing. So you have to be diligent. Seest thou a man diligent in his dealings? He will stand before kings and not mere men. Mean men, rather. You will need to show up every day. If you're a producer, a music producer, or whatever work you do, you're a media guy, graphics designer, they send you, do these graphics. That graphics will not take 3 weeks before you send it back to the person. You are not serious. Maybe you are in the media space, video editor, what have you, and then someone gives you a project, edit this thing for me, and then it's now taking you 4 months. It's either your computer crashed, or there's no light in your area, or as you are trying to drag the generator rope now cut, or something. But there's always one excuse. Trust me, you cannot thrive with excuses. You have to be ready to show up every day. Are we getting something? Are we getting something? Survive the invisible years. If you want something to be the new normal eventually, you have to be willing to survive the years where people are not appreciating your gift. Whether you like it or not, when you start, you may not get as much visibility as you think you should have. It's going to compound eventually. It will happen after a period of time. You will build a community when you release a particular project. Then that community will go and tell other people that this is what this guy is doing. And then you release another one. And then a few more newer people comes into the system. And then those people goes and tells other people. And then just like that, before you know, you have built a community that when you release something, when you say, this is what I'm putting out, this is a product, this is what I want to do, there are people in line waiting to consume that your product. So be ready to enjoy the years where you are invincible. And then use those years to learn how to maneuver the years when you are now in the limelight, when you are now in the spotlight. Because there are certain things you can do now, there are certain mistakes you can do now that you are not in the spotlight, that people that are in the spotlight do not have the luxury to do. There are certain mistakes you can make now, and it's fine, because there are certain people that may not have the luxury of that. So enjoy the years when you do not have that amount of visibility that you are looking for, so that you don't disappear because you appeared before your time. Am I making any sense? Am I making any sense? Okay, the next one, I just said it. Create value before seeking attention. creates value before seeking attention. I was sharing with someone the other day that by the grace of God, I have over 250 recorded songs. 250 recorded songs. I'm talking about unreleased. Like, they are not songs that are in my mind. They are not songs that I have written down somewhere that I have not recorded. They are not songs that are just recorded that are not properly arranged and mixed. They are songs that if I want to release a song every day for the next 250 days, I have the luxury of that. And that comes with a lot of intentionality, consistency, and you have to show up every day, put in the time to do the work. So sometimes when you see people come out, you don't know the amount. Sometimes sleepless night, you have to be willing to do that. You have no business sleeping like, you have no business sleeping like a thief. Sorry, I wanted to use another word, but that's the one that just, you have no business just sleeping and sleep. You have no business with that. If you want to do this, you have to put in the time and do the work. Then the last one is stay long enough to win. Stay long enough to win. You have to stay. You guys get mind to say, come what may, I will stay there. I will stay there and I will continue doing this thing that I am doing. And in no distant time, people, the Bible says, Gentiles come to light, but kings come to the brightness of your rising. The moment you start rising, the kind of people that will start coming, start gravitating towards you, yourself, you will be shocked. But then you need staying power. You need to stay. You need to wait. There were hotels. There were hotels before Airbnb said they want to do something. We had hotels. Nobody was saying, nobody needed, but they solved a problem that we didn't know that we needed to solve. Are you getting something? So be willing. Be ready to go into a space, look at it, and then try to solve a problem as it were. So, I want to beg you. I want to plead with you. If you are in that space where you think that you do not fit into any existing box, maybe it's time to stop trying to look for a seat and start trying to build your own seat. And not long enough, that seat will become the new normal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you very much. Please
put your hands together for the phenomenal Prince Emmanuel, brother Wachuku.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Stop trying to look for a seat and build your own seat. All right? All right. Thank you very much. Please, Prince, please, before you leave, the convener has an award for you. So please don't be in a hurry to leave. We are not trying to look for a seat. We are building our own seats. So please, if you are in Faculty of Education, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Engineering, if you do not have a seat, don't look for seats. Ensure you build your own seats. In life, you should be consistent enough. Show up and survive your invisible days. Show up and survive your invisible days. There were times when there was a time in my life where if you paid me 100K for an event, Jesus, you have done the biggest thing for me in my life. But trust me right now, if it's not up to my price, I will tell you no. No is my favorite word because sometimes no means next opportunity. If you do not value what you have currently, you may not be able to get to the next phase. So please, Prince.
Thank you. Because we value and celebrate excellence, I would like to receive Prince Emmanuel. Please put your hands together for him once again. First off, thank you so much, sir, for doing this with us and for us. We're truly grateful. Port Harcourt youths are grateful. This is an award of excellence presented to Prince Emmanuel in recognition of your support and contribution towards youth development and the advancement of opportunities for young people. We value the message you share through your music, the energy, the difference. You are a proof that excellence comes in diverse forms and there's no limit to what you can achieve. Thank you so much and congratulations, sir.
Send me the kind of alert that will make my photo heavy. Jesus!
We also have a gift from one of our partners, Nate's Classics. They are into luxury wristwatches, jewelry. So this is for you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, Uncle Prince, please receive the award. And according to the lyrics of your music, you can support us with the kind of alert that will make our life heavy.
Help me hold it. Now this is how I want to use and accept my gift. Brother, what you cook? I beg you, don't be sick. Are you sitting down? Anything that is not of God in your life, I don't want to know where it came from. I come in the name of Jesus. You must. You don't want to use the door, you can use the window. Your place is in the gutter jaw. So sickness and laziness, near success syndrome. Near success syndrome. Somebody
Carry
scream.
over. Thank you. Oh yeah, now carry over. Extra yeah. Missing script. Break up a relationship. I'm in the front of your hostel.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go further on the event this afternoon, I need you to know that it is so crazy and brazy this afternoon in the building. I need you to know that it is so crazy and brazy. The thing shocked me, God. I so surprised. I see the boy, I say, oh, the boy fine, oh. Celebrate Mr. E.O. Prosper this afternoon in the building.
Yeah, the boy fine, oh.
See limp. Jesus.
No, I'm not seeing lip. Now only you they see lip. I cannot see my fellow man lip. It's not possible.
Thank you very much, Mr. E.O. Thank you very much. To take us further, this afternoon we have one of the best poets in the city of Port Harcourt here present with us. I believe you know who I'm talking about. He is none other than Raymond the Poet. Please put your hands together for him.
All right. All right. Very quickly, Raymond will be on stage. Please walk on the mic, please. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come this wonderful afternoon, we have the one and only. Please receive very warmly. He is one of the. How many of you are dangerous? How many of you are dangerous? All right. No. Just calm down, sir. Calm down. Just calm down very warmly. Calm down very warmly. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, we have the presence of Pastor Blessing Isijola. Please a round of applause for him. All right, still to come this afternoon on the panel, we have Touch Billions. Please a round of applause. Still to come this afternoon, we have the one and only two resto. I don't forget all those equations right now, but trust me, I remember those days when we were subscribed to my YouTube channel, and this guy with over 300,000 plus subscribers on YouTube is an amazing tutor. Still to come, please, a round of applause for Jonah Emmanuel. Yeah. Still to come on the panel section this afternoon, we have one of those who made first class. By the way, I also made first class. Please, a round of applause for me. Yeah.
They don't believe you.
Yeah, I made first class upper. By first class, I was the first that used to come to class in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, we still have on academic excellence and great. Please, a round of applause for happiness.
Happiness, honor her. Please put your hands together. She's so
all right, Raymond, are you ready? All right, for the next 3 minutes, the blessing comes up. The man I'm about to bring up on stage, he did super amazingly well at the RBGO Mentorship Network events at UI last year, and he's been doing it greatly, back to back, on every stage. And on the 9th of August, he'll be having Listing 5.0 set, titled, I Found Her. Please welcome my brother, my friend, the one and only, Raymond the Poet.
Can you all hear me? Increase my volume, please. Can you take up my... Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me clearly? This is not working. Okay. Hey, it's working now. Once again, good afternoon, everybody. So my time on stage is going to be very short. Just the length of your skirt. Please permit me to say very few things, and if you feel like you're matured enough, you can decide to make use of them. So this is a poem of 5 claps. So can you help me and clap the first one? Can you clap? So we dedicate that first clap to the number of times you tried so much and you failed. I mean, we dedicate that first clap to the times you attended lectures and still came out with bad grades. I mean, we dedicate that first clap to the countless number of relationships you've been in and nobody married you. I mean, we dedicate that first clap to how many times you've gone to his house to sleep over and you're still single. I mean, deep inside of me, I dedicate that first clap to the number of abuses you faced secretly and you refuse to talk about it. So help me do a second clap. Can you clap for the second time? Hold on. So permit me again to dedicate this set of clap to another set of persons. Those that abuse you and threaten you not to tell anybody. I mean, this second clap is dedicated to that your toxic ex-boyfriend that makes you to kneel down in his parlor like he's in greener pastures, flogs you with his belt, and tells you, if you tell anybody, you go see what I go do you. I mean, this second slap and second clap is dedicated to the number of times you've been slapped on the left and the right cheek, and all you could do is keep it to yourself because you were just a side chick. I mean, clap the third time for yourself. Please permit me for the third time to dedicate this third clap to the number of persons that have promised to be there for you and they are now sitting down. I mean, permit me to dedicate that clap to those that said, go ahead, I will stand by you. Go, dream big, do everything. Send me your account number, I'm driving. Until today that your uncle is still driving. I mean, you do get what I'm saying? So permit me to beg you to clap the fourth clap. So this clap is not for your failures, but the fourth clap is for the countless times you've won secretly and you were not proud of yourself because you made a B instead of an A, so you felt like you are not an A student. So let me manage my B, so you did not appreciate yourself. That clap is for the secret times you've had conversations and it turned out to be very positive. I mean, that fourth clap is for the little times you started that little business on your WhatsApp status, calling yourself CEO, even when you owe plenty people. I mean, that fourth clap is for the number of times you've won gradually in your small spaces. Please clap for yourself for the fifth time. Now, this fifth clap are for the funny brothers and funny sisters, jack of all trades like me. Mondays, you are in your shop, maybe a fashion designer. Tuesdays, you are in Bible study. Fridays, you are in faith clinic for those of you that go to church. Saturdays, you are in one brothel or maybe Casablanca, wearing short skirts and waving at the brother with a black jeep. I mean, this last clap is for your mistakes and your errors that you're hiding, feeling like we don't know. I mean, this last clap are for the little times you've stood in front of your mirror to apply Mary Kay, putting foundations on your faces while your life have filthy foundation. I mean, this last clap is for the little times you've gone for choir rehearsals with short skirts, covering white handkerchief, trying to open brothers to dance into the gate of hell. I mean, this last clap is for the little times you've come to church with white shirts, wearing red ties, while your life have plenty of soul ties. I mean, this last clap is for the number of fornications you've committed just this year. I mean, this last clap is for the brothers that wore more condoms than shirts. But all they do is speak in capital letter tongues and snap their hands to shout, "Right on, sir." The way they tell the brother in the other room to "Right on, sir." I mean, this last clap you just did is for you that speak in capital letter tongues and still do other things with your tongues. I mean, this last clap is for the brother that she came to innocently asking for a kiss and you ended up using an entire packet. I mean, this last clap is for those of you that have exchanged more sperm cells than anointing. But then I would have asked you to stop at the 5th clap. But if you feel like you're too proud of the sins you've committed, please clap for yourself again. Wow. Okay, so the extra clap was not to judge you. The extra clap was to make you believe that in our little ways, even if we are not standing behind bars or standing trials like Showari, or even if you've not met that tall, dark, and handsome, very dark man, this last clap is for you to know that all the things you do for secrets, we dey see am. And all you need to do is be the better you for you. Because nobody cares how you make it. All we want is to clap for you when you come to the bigger stage. So one more time, clap for yourself.
All right, thank you very much. All right, bring it on. Thank you very much. Which enter, leave motto. Clap for yourself for the sins you committed and you are proud. On a day hear English.
Twitter, your TikTok, and all your social media platforms. I need you to type out the Millionaire Youth Conference. You see an account pop up, and I need you to click the follow button very quickly. We're not moving on until we do that. So I like as the hall is quiet. I believe everybody's on their phones right now. Is there network? There's no network. Which network are you using? On my hotspots for them. Everybody connect to my hotspot.
Please ensure you follow the Millionaire Youth Conference.
The Millionaire Youth Conference.
Please ensure you follow.
I believe there's Wi-Fi available now. So
please ensure on Facebook, ensure you follow. Please follow.
Like, comment, subscribe. Do what you have to do to make sure that that account is growing. Have you done that? Yes or no?
All right. Please ensure you follow. We'll announce that. Listen.
Thank you very much. To receive our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, it's my singular honor to bring on stage, and I expect you to give a clapping ovation.
I can hear you. Good afternoon, everyone. If you're excited being here, can I hear you shout? No, that doesn't sound like someone that is excited. If you're excited being here, can I hear you scream? Okay, some people are still keeping quiet. Upon the greatest Nigerian student. Okay, it looks like it's only ladies that are here. Upon greatest Nigeria student, greatest Bagba, greatest Bobo, greatest Big B. I want to yarn. I want to deposit. I want to elucidate. Some of you are not conscious, so I want to elucidate. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Blessing is Sijola is my name, and I'm privileged to be in your midst this afternoon to talk to you for a few moments on a topic that I can't remember, but I can remember the content. So I've been asked to talk to you about what nobody tells you about money. What nobody tells you about money. The hidden truth about wealth, financial discipline, and building lasting values. What nobody tells you about money. Thank you so very much, Naughty Conquest, for putting this together. Good to see you. You'll prosper. I've heard a lot about you. I've never met you in person. I read about you on my flight to Lagos in one of the magazines, and I'm privileged to meet you. My privilege. And also good to see you. Well done. So, I don't know about you, but let me tell you the truth. Nobody can function maximally without money. The degree of money you control determines the degree of comfort you experience. And your ability to be able to master money determines how much of impact you're able to make on earth. And I can tell you for free that nobody on earth is without money. Everybody has money. The only difference is the degree of quantity that you are able to control. And I'm not talking about the quantity that comes into your hand. I'm talking about the quantity you're able to control. A lot of people are controlled by money today. And once money controls you, you lose control. But your ability to put it under control determines how disciplined you are. So I'm going to tell you a few things about money. First, money has a soul. Money has a spirit. And money has a body. Money is in three phases. And money can be said to be in triplicates. For every money you earn today, it has something to do with your past, has something to do with your present, and has something to do with your future. Your ability to understand this truth will determine how you allocate whatever money comes into your hand. Either you like it or not, money will come into your hand. And I'm not talking about the labeled money. When you're given school fee, it's a label money, it's not yours. When you're given feeding money, it's somewhat tricky, but it's a label money. But there are some monies that will come into your hand that you're the one to determine what it becomes. And everybody on earth, we have that wow season where monies will rush into their hand. But if you're not prepared to know what to do with money when money comes, you will waste it. So we have a lot of people that waste money. We have a lot of people that squander money. We have a lot of people that do not know what to do with money. And every time you don't know what to do with money, money dictates to you what to do with it. And that's the emotional side of money. And until you develop mastery in the ability to control and determine how money is being directed, you may end up being a slave to money. A lot of people work for money. A lot of people are looking for money. But money is everywhere. Currency or money, as the case may be, is not limited to paper. There are different types of currency. And there are different things you can do to get money. And there are, every day you exchange whatever money you have for the money you're looking for. And just to help you understand that money is not limited to paper. Not limited to the naira, dollar, pounds, or euro. No. Money is currency. And it means currency. If it's currency, it flows. Because the word currency gets its root word from the word current. But let me pause there to tell you that there are three things you need to understand. Your ability to be plugged into the current. Your ability to allow the current flow through you. And the ability to discharge current. These are three things that you need to understand. If I break it down in a layman's term, I'm talking about one, your ability to make money. Second, your ability to manage money. And thirdly, your ability to multiply money. Not everybody knows how to make money. But making money is the least of the equation, because you can make money so well that you don't know how to manage money. And your ability to manage money will determine if you're able to control it. And you can control money so well that you cannot multiply, or you do not multiply money. Your ability to multiply money, replicate money, make money flow consistently is what brings up what we now call a wealthy person. And that's why you know that someone being rich does not necessarily mean they are wealthy. When you're wealthy, it's like a tree that's been planted, that's grown above the surface of the soil, that now has branches, and now has fruits, and now has a big trunk that you can see the tree becoming shelter for a whole lot of persons. That's when you talk about wealth. But a lot of people stop at the level of making money. But let me also help you understand that until you learn to make money, you can hear about money, you can see people handle money, but you may not